pilots, and welcome back to Season 5 of Flight Academy. We have made it to the top 4 cut. We have Ben, our previous champion, and two-time champion in fact, up against our second place Rookie of the Year, Josh. No repeat of the Season 4 final, but will Josh get his revenge this time round? Joining me to find out who makes it to our final, we have...
James, I'm here and I'm very curious to see how this goes. Because all of these top games are rematches.
They are obviously all rematches because everyone has played everyone. What is interesting is that Game 20 and Game 21 have essentially repeated themselves. Ben versus Josh and Ben versus Andy are repeats of like some of the last games we had, which doesn't normally happen. But the way it worked, obviously, Ben placed top in the round robin. Josh placed third, so they came up against each other again. Andy versus Benji, so first versus third, second versus fourth. It means we don't get a repeat of the Season 4 final and a beautiful revenge moment for Josh, but we do get to see how these two Scum lists fly up again. And it's a similar approach to the start.
It's interesting that players might sort of adjust to what they learned in their first time around playing each other. Although it seems like we've just got a straight joust. Like both players are confident that, no, they've got the better guns, we'll just go for it. At least at the start.
I mean, we had about a 2 or 3 week break between the end of the round robin and the finals. So it's not just going straight like, oh, look, let's just re-rack. So they have had a bit of time between. But yeah, big difference is Josh, although he's flying in quite fast now, these two, if I remember rightly, in Game 20, they flew at each other a lot quicker. But this time it's a much more measured pace, and then Josh just got a bit excited and went for it anyway. But there's false transponders getting rid of that target lock.
I do think Ben has the slight advantage, at least in setup, by having the higher initiative with Dirge, at least, to line up that bullseye onto Kath, which it looks like he has done.
Yeah. It's quite close, actually.
Yeah. Might misjudge that, but we'll find out when
might just catch the
figures.
Yeah. But I think, again, the I5s for Ben against Josh is going to be handy if he can focus fire, cast Scarlet down. That's still a tall order, though, because that's 11 hull. Well, 11 health he's got to take out for cast Scarlet, so it's not going to be a one-turn wipeout there. And in fact,
you can't totally ignore Lima.
No, I mean, yeah, you definitely can't ignore Lima. The dorsal turret is handy. Ion bombs could be quite decisive in sort of controlling where Ben's ships go. And again, it's just another gun on the board. If Josh decides he's going to focus one ship down, again, having two shooting at that. Did we get the protons? Seeing if the charges drop and how many dice he rolls. No protons. Not a great shot either.
No, that's pretty terrible. But I understand Ben wanting to focus on Kath because she is 7 points.
7 points. So a
huge ship in this little tournament.
Yeah, I mean the second most expensive is Q9 at 6. This is unfortunate dice rolling here. 6 dice rolled and 1 hit so far. 8 dice rolled, 1 hit.
Wow. So much for doubling in.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah.
What?
You got to feel bad there.
I guess you could try and use the force on one. Oh, it looks like he is.
Yeah, use the force, see if you can sneak one in. Gets one. So that is...
one. There's the shield upgrade gone.
Yeah, there's the shield upgrade gone. I mean, ideally, Ben also... It's not so much of an issue, but I think he would like to obviously try and get Cascada down before she's at range 1 of both ships, because we've seen Deadman be decisive. Not a great return shot from Lima. Keeping hold of that Tiger Lock, I agree that. Oh, ho, ho. I mean, I said we had a bit of a gap between games, but I didn't realise the dice had like got that cold in that period. Like this was before we had like snow and everything, so that's not good.
Yeah, don't leave dice out in the snow. This happens.
Keep them nice and warm under your pillow.
Okay,
Thick
then
pillow
Kath,
looks to be quite uncomfortable.
what's Kath got? Fearless, although
Out of range of Fearless, so
yeah, I
but
was gonna
he is
say
going.
choosing at Q9.
Oh,
That's good.
that's good. That's exactly.
Would have
So
been even
that
better
is.
if Lima had pinged off another shield.
Yeah, well, I mean,
But
it's gonna be a hit crit going through anyways, so that's a
no.
really good start.
Oh right, yeah. Sorry,
So he had
actually,
hit 2 crits, and we got the
yeah.
one evade.
Crit on
So
shield, crit
shield,
going through. Yeah.
that's not a bad start. You know, that's a good exchange, and the crit is
I mean, staying face up.
disabled. Disabled power regulator.
Oh, the ion one. That could
Yeah,
be pretty annoying. Although Lima's
yeah.
already got the ion bombs, which I'm wondering if those get dropped now, or at least one of them.
I would hold
Just
off.
just in case Ben decides to just zoom past, trying to avoid a bump.
Yeah, I wonder if Q9 gets ioned by the ion bomb, then does the ion maneuver? Does that then repair disable power regulator because you've done an ion maneuver?
I don't know the wording of disable power regulator off the top of my head, but if it does say when you do an ion maneuver, repair this card, then yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, I don't have a damage deck to hand, but I believe that is the case. So for me, I'd say maybe don't do
Oh,
the. Although now I'm
well, we're
thinking the
already
ion
past the
bomb would be
system
quite
phase,
nice.
so
Yeah,
no ion bombs were dropped. I think, given what Dirge has done, Q9 might have done something similar, and that might be a big missed opportunity for Josh.
yeah,
Like having the ships
absolutely,
ioned behind you and your Cath Scarlet shooting backwards,
yeah,
that's great for like 2 turns in a row, really.
absolutely. And you'd have a second ion bomb, so you could potentially drop another one and just really control that, and then just
Yeah.
sweep back in round the side. So obviously, Cascada does have to be careful. She can't just keep going forward and relying on that rear shot. Although what she would absolutely love is if Q9 decided to turn in and bump. But looks like we do have the K10, so they've.
Oh, I was trying to work out how Dirge got the lock, but triggered the contrabands, which I think
Yeah,
Q9 has done as well.
yes, I was about to say contraband has been triggered on both ships. It's a very early trigger of contraband cybernetics.
It
Ben
is,
does,
but I guess if you're going up against Cath Scarlet, you know you're almost always going to be chasing her anyway, and you're not
yeah,
going to do the usual, oh, I'll keep going back and forth with my K turns. So chances are this is the only red maneuver Ben is going to do.
yeah. To a
But
Q9,
yeah,
he doesn't like
Q9
going
is
reds.
right where that bomb would be.
That yes, obviously the disabled power regulator, I believe, would have cleared anyway, but you still would have had control there, and then you could have dropped another ion bomb next turn.
Well, it's also because Q9's a medium ship, so it would have taken a couple of turns for the disabled power regulator to build up.
Yes,
Taking
two.
the evade, okay.
Ooh. In answer, K-turn with Lima. Maybe I'm assuming, hoping that Q9 was going to do a slower move, possibly bump into Lima so that she could flip over behind, or he, she, they could flip over behind and then get those shots in the rear.
I
Ben
mean,
does still have the
I guess
ship.
so, but you've got a turret. You
Yeah,
should go forward and rotate, maybe. There's the first ion.
it's
A
a bit
better
better
shot
hit
than
crit.
last round. Are we doing anything with the blank? Can we do anything with the blank?
Boba Fett,
Okay.
possibly. But no, nothing happening there. Ooh.
Double focus. Spin the
Does
focus.
his... Yes. I mean,
Avoiding
I'd
2
go there.
damage, particularly in this format, is very good.
When you have 2 focuses and that basically avoids all of that damage, I kind of say take it where you can, because otherwise you might... Yes, you might have it for attack, but you might... There's nothing worse than having that focus after you've done everything going, oh, I could have avoided 2 damage and I didn't need it on attack.
Oh, I think we are getting the proton cannons from Dirge this time.
Yes. Proton cannons with a target lock. And plus, good job we spent the focus, because the focus means nothing right now, because can't modify with green because of Dirge's ability. Well, sorry, the rogue's ability of Dead to Rights. Which I absolutely love. Oh, that is good. That is good. So spending the target lock, 2 hits, 2 crits. 3 shields. You know
It
what?
would be nice to have those crits land, but yeah, shields, any damage is great.
I mean, Josh has got to be happy with that one, to be honest. That's...
It definitely makes up for the last round, yeah.
Oh, 2 back in from
Okay.
Lima. Oh, does he spend the force and the evade?
Yeah.
Token stripped.
Again,
you know what?
staying
Sniper
healthy.
from downtown. But it gives a much better shot for Kath. She's got Marauder, so she can reroll 1.
Oh.
Gonna need to reroll 1. Just the 1. There we go. The dice have been warmed up in the hand, so... Definitely a much better turn for Ben there, and he's in quite a nice position actually to close back in. I think this is one of those sort of happy positions for Ben, I think.
Now it's kind of just a judgment of how fast do you go? Do you like risk getting in too close and taking a lot of damage from Kath, or maybe even bumping into Lima? Or do you go slow and possibly not be able to keep up with Kath?
I mean, I would possibly... You've got to be wary that Q9 is going to be ionized next turn. So...
True, yeah, you want enough open space that you can maybe do a bank.
Yeah. Dirge coming in quite aggressively there. I would imagine we'll see like a very short maneuver from Q9. Probably a 1 to try and keep up level with where Dirge is at the moment.
I think that's reasonable.
Because at least that way, hopefully Q9 would be able to... If Lima goes first next turn, Q9 has a bit more open space. Dirge can then keep the aggression on the cat.
Does move to just in front of Lima. Doesn't repair the crit. Gets ionized. Lima can drop the ion bomb and
re-ionize,
and land it.
That is true. That is true.
Oh, go for the boost. Aggressive. Ben deciding, I can't use proton cannons this turn. I still want a lot of dice.
Yeah, I think what Ben might be doing here is he's possibly noticed that a lot of fire has gone in onto Q9, and he's almost sacrificing Dirge in a way.
Yeah, okay. Being like, look, you're shooting
really
Q9, but Dirge is right here at range 1. You could maybe get some half points if you shoot him instead.
It's always... But when you have a ship at range 1 like that, it's such a tempting target. I mean, he's got the target lock on Q9, so I would continue focusing on Q9. He's 6 points. He's an absolute unit to take out. That's 2 going in. That's 2 there. That's good. Lima has been very consistent.
Yeah.
Oh, and has the target lock still. That's 3 into Q9. Oh. Q9, so that's the evade spec. Q9 is down to 5 hull. Yeah, you've got to keep going in Q9 at this point.
Yeah, you've already spent this much time shooting at him to at the moment get no points.
Yeah. Oh, I think he's got bullseye on as well. So, not that Kath has it, but he wouldn't have been able to use the token. That's going to be half points on Kath Scarlet. So that's 3 points for Ben at the moment. What can Q9 do? Is he got to keep going? He's also got to just keep going into Kath, really.
There's the second bit of ion. I know. Decent roll. Spend the
Yeah.
force to really push that damage through. I think you do it.
I think you do, because if that's into Kath Scarlet, it's only 2 evades, so you're going to guarantee that crit going through.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So hit crit onto Kath Scarlet, that's damage sensor array there.
Not the worst one for Kath.
No. Has the inbuilt rerolls with Marauder and Fire and Fearless. So range 1 on Dirge or range 2 on Q9. Q9 has no tokens right now. You have a target
Yeah,
lock
especially that's the point. No tokens, no force.
there. Yeah, 3 dice shot into it. No. 4 dice shot into Dirge with nothing to modify except for Marauder.
Wow, that was nothing again.
Go greedy, get nothing.
I mean,
Unfortunate
to be fair, it would have ended up as 3 focus results against Q9 anyway.
Had to target lock though. Target lock is just
Oh,
hidden
there is
under the
a
back
lot
of
there.
Q9.
Yeah, it's just peeking behind the Razor Crest
Yeah,
model.
that I can understand. I can understand Josh's logic of he's got that range 1 shot.
But fair play to Ben, offering up Dirge as that enticing shot paid off.
Yeah, that exactly what Ben played it. Josh fell for it, and it really worked out.
I mean, that could have also gone horribly wrong. But
Oh
Ben,
yeah,
like Dirge could have taken 4 hits easily.
yeah, and that would have been half points on Dirge.
Yeah, that was a gamble, but it worked out. Also, Liam has finally dropped the ion bombs.
Yes,
The
so we
first
are.
one.
Yeah, so we're gonna have 2 counts of. Yeah, that's definitely a retro. We're gonna have 2 counts of Q9 being ionized. Oh, K-turn over the back.
I like it because being behind a target is great for Lima for their ability.
I mean, we saw Lima hunt down Q9 in their round robin game as well, so.
Oh, that bomb might also get Dirge. Although Dirge can barrel roll, right?
Yeah, he could barrel, he could also focus boost. Is red, but.
Yeah, focus barrel roll, I think. Because that also might get out of Kath's rear arc.
But I think he's got a shot there onto Kath, so if he boosts, he potentially loses that shot.
Yeah, but if you barrel roll, you don't.
Do you fit the barrel roll to the right?
I think that fits there, yeah.
It'll be very close to that rock.
Nah, I think you got enough room to fit in that.
I mean, Ben is thoroughly eyeballing that now, just to really,
he's
think.
thinking it. He's got a better view than we do for the barrel. But he's staying put. He's taking the ion.
But you know, I don't disagree with it because he's now got 2 I5s able to shoot into Kath with no tokens. If Kath doesn't go down here, I would be very, very shocked. Then you've only got a Y-Wing behind who can only shoot at 1 ship at a time, so that gives you plenty of time to get those 2 ships de-ionized and out of there. Obviously, they've only got one ion token apiece. I'm sharing tokens between 2 tables,
Yeah,
but
they
we
both have
are both
enough to be
ionized.
ionized.
Yeah,
Also, Kath costs 7, but is only initiative 4. So if she goes down here, she won't shoot back.
exactly. That's why I'm thinking. Whilst he's got 2 shots, he's not guaranteeing
But
that
he's
Kath go
making it
down.
sure he can, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Lima's taking some pot shots. I like it.
Oh,
Oh, Ben likes that even more.
yes. So range 1 from Dirge with a focus. So 3 dice versus 3 hull. That's a great start. So that's
I mean,
going to
that
be a
is
crit going through.
what you want to see.
Hit crit.
Yeah, I think this is Kath, unless this is not a direct hit, which it doesn't
It's a
seem to be.
console fire.
I mean, that could still kill Kath this round, even if Q9
Well,
completely misses.
yeah, I mean Q9 has a range 1 with the Force. So,
I mean, if Q9
strangely
misses,
things have happened.
the dice have been really dead this game,
Yeah.
which can happen. You know, you can't account for the rolls of dice.
Ooh.
Only
Ooh, yeah.
2. Any rerolls? I think no. Kath
No
could.
rerolls. Nope, Kath's gone.
No.
I mean, we kind of expect it. Deadman Switch does do a damage onto Q9 and gets Josh the half points there and also onto Dirge. So, it's not over yet.
No, but
I mean,
Lee Mackay
it's,
has a lot of work to do to make up those points, and
yeah.
probably not enough time to do it.
Well, Libikai has the advantage that both of Ben's ships are ionized right now, so Josh knows roughly where they're going to be. He probably would have preferred for them to do that ion move first, but he can
Yeah,
get
you
in
propose
behind.
in on Q9 and try and finish the job.
Yeah. If you can take
Get those
Q9
real
down
points,
super quickly,
and
will be
then
very
maybe
impressive.
get half on Dirge.
It's
Although
not,
you're a Y-wing, so you've got 3 dice out the front at range 1.
which I don't think is going to stay at range 1.
Yeah.
I do think that the
Oh,
decision,
that way.
Freight would have landed on the rock, I reckon. He kind of had to go that
Yeah,
way.
maybe. I guess that is playing it safe, isn't it?
Gets him out of range 1, so means it's only 2v2.
Plus, with them both at 5, you can always just move Dirge out of the way first anyway.
Yeah. Again, that's one of the things I love about flying ships at the same initiative is that you can then decide what flies where.
And Ben has not yet had to do another red maneuver and miss out on the contrabands he's already used.
Yeah. Ben's in a good
not
position.
A good roll.
Just one.
Just one. Spend the force. That one force point from Maul has really come in handy.
Yeah. Spoke to Ben a few times throughout the tournament. Obviously, he mentioned having Maul for that force point just because it adds that like extra modification ability. So it's just so handy there for
How many
that.
points is Maul crew? Quite a lot.
He's not cheap. He's a force user, so I think it's about 10 points.
12.
12. So yeah.
It's the most expensive crew that Scum can take. But you know what? That's paid off.
It really has. It really has. I mean, that force point has been decisive in so many instances.
Although there are some cheaper force users you could grab.
I think the child is cheaper, but his force doesn't recur unless you take damage. So,
Unless the app I'm using is showing characters you can't normally use. But yeah, okay.
let me have a quick look on my one.
Well, the thing I'm looking at is saying like, oh, you can have Savage Press or Ahsoka Tano, but that doesn't seem right. Now that I'm looking at the names of the characters.
I believe that is actually right. But one more damage going in onto Q9. Unfortunately, that does. The timer has finished. So that does mean, unfortunately, that Josh couldn't quite manage it. But a very good game. If only he'd have gone for Q9, it could have been very different there.
But credit to Josh, he made it to the top four, and this
He
is yeah, he's still reasonably new to the game.
he's still not played a full game of X-Wing. He's not played a full game of X-Wing. He's
And
only ever
he got to
played
the top
Black.
four, and a certain someone didn't.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's really disappointing for Wes. He's such a good player.
Oh yeah, definitely go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, Josh actually won some games. I definitely didn't. So, I mean, congratulations, Josh, for making it top four. He will get to obviously battle it out for third place when we see how the second semi-final goes. But Ben has made it to yet another final. So, is he
someone
on?
needs to stop this man.
Yeah, is he on for the Triple Crown? I mean, you'll have to stick around and find out. But yeah, so Ben makes it through to the final. Josh goes third place. Next up, we have Benji versus Andy. So could we have another rookie in our final? You'll have to stick around and find out. But James, I hope you enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that was great.
Right, well, guys, again, thank you very much for watching. Top 4 continues later this week, so keep a lookout for that. But in the meantime, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.